Welcome back. Name, image, and likeness, some say, is overtaking college football. And one of the game's most iconic coaches now says it is ruined. Former Notre Dame coach Lou Holtz, the taskmaster, the strict disciplinarian, the man who brought the Fighting Irish to a perfect record in 1988, winning the NCAA Division 1A championship that year, and took the Irish to 9 consecutive seasons of bowl games. That's still a Notre Dame record. Spoke earlier this week about today's college football players. Holtz says that I've always felt an athlete should be paid if he worked at Walmart or McDonald's, but not to play college football. We are so honored today because Lou Holtz is joining us here on set to talk about his comments and so many other things that are happening in the world. Lou, thank you so much. Truly a legend here with us, so we appreciate it.
Thank you. You humble me. I'm just a simple individual trying to stay ahead of the posse. That's all.
Well, far from that, of course. But we want to ask you about your comments where you looked at today's landscape and talking about the college football experience where kids used to just go to get an education, to practice. And now it seems to be a money-making incentive for some of them.
I'll tell you right now, the athletes would be making more than I did as a coach because I made $95,000 at Notre Dame. However, the thing we have to understand, the reason we have athletics in college because it's a great educational experience. You learn more on a football field than you do anywhere in a classroom. However, the transfer portal is going to ruin it. I always followed baseball. I give you the starting lineup for the Cleveland Indians in 48 and 54. But I don't follow it anymore because the players change. Here you have an individual starter for Southern Cal's a freshman, Georgia's a sophomore, West Virginia's a junior, now for Rice is a senior. That's not the way it should be. You have to learn perseverance. You have to learn to be patient, and you make a decision. Here's the main thing, Bianca. When you make a choice, you have to honor it, and you have to suffer the ramifications of it. The way it is now in society, I made a choice. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. We'll wrap out away. You can transfer anywhere you want to go, and that hurts this country.
Yeah, well, speaking of this country, a lot of folks are saying we need the power of prayer in every aspect. And I know you were a keynote speaker yesterday in Fort Lauderdale. That's why we're so pleased you could stick around and stay with us here on our set in Florida. America First Policy Institute presenting Athletes for America, Play to Pray. Tell us, Coach, what that's all about.
Well, so many things in this country have gone backwards. You know, you talk about the amount of loyalty, pride of being part of this country. Last night we had a wonderful event. We had an individual who was in prison for 16 years, and all of a sudden he was given clemency by President Trump. What he's done with the prisoners, the same thing. You go on and on. I think prayer can solve everything, but too many times now, to be a religious individual, all of a sudden the media's going to be all against you. That's not the way it's supposed to be. I have a strong faith in God. If you don't want to have a faith in God, that's up to you. But don't try to convince me that I can't practice my religion because of COVID or because of this. And when the FBI and everybody else goes against the Catholics, when you have people taking a knee, I think that's wrong. You should take a knee for God, but not to promote athletics. And I want to say this while I'm at it.
Yeah, please. Preach.
College athletics should be to educate people. And I told our football players, you can do anything you want to. You want to promote gay rights? God bless you. You want to promote whatever it is, you do that. But we're not going to use our football team to do it. We're going to use our football team to promote one thing. That's the university we represent, Notre Dame, whatever else the case may be. And this idea of saying, well, I'm going to go out and promote this idea. Don't use our team for that. You do it as an individual. I'll bless you. I'll help you. But we aren't going to use our team. And
you know, your winning record shows that what you were doing really instilled that value of, you know, camaraderie, teamwork, leaving it all on the field, Coach. And you're known for all these inspirational quotes. And, you know, part of your legacy is the way you were able to inspire young people. And I think some people need inspiring today. Do you have a favorite? Is there one that kind of calls to your soul?
No, there isn't anything really comes to it, but it's just the way you believe. I think there's so many quotes from the Bible, this too shall pass. If God be for us, who could be against us? It goes on and on. And one thing I did, what was great being a Catholic university, I could read the Proverbs to our athletes every single day of practice, 30 days. And I didn't have to worry about the ACLU coming to our president saying you can't do that. Let me be myself. I'm in the process of writing a book, and it's going very slow, I might add. I'm going to be 87. My birthday candles cost more than a cake. But here's the point, that I'm writing a book titled Priorities I've Lost, Personal Freedoms I've Lost in the last 87 years. You consider, all of a sudden, we're not a free country. We don't have free speech. You can't say anything. When I was growing up, everybody picked on me, said negative things. Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but names will never hurt me. We have to learn to get back to that, to just move on with our life. And if somebody doesn't like us, that's their problem. That's not mine.
It is not. Well, I look forward to reading that book, and it is such a true pleasure to sit with you and share some of these important topics today. I know our viewers certainly appreciate it. The legend Lou Holtz, everybody. Thanks for being with us today, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Come back anytime.